It could be someone you know. Thousands of families in Michigan waiting right now for answers about unsolved crimes. New at 6, some cases have gone cold for decades. WSBT-22's Danielle Kennedy is here. Danielle, Michigan has more unsolved cases than just about every other state.
It's also considered one of the most violent states in the Midwest, Jennifer. To help solve some of these crimes, prosecutors created a special cold case committee and recruited some extra help.
Let's just see what you guys have come up with.
Like an old game of Clue, 8 students looking into 5 cold cases.
There is a group of documents that were acquired through a search warrant.
Piece by piece, they're examining evidence, looking for clues.
You want to go to the date that that search warrant was authorized?
The person helping narrow in on the who, where, and how, Cass County prosecutor Victor Fitz.
When you have kids who are creative, who maybe haven't gotten into established thought processes when it comes to these cases, they can sometimes pick out or see something that maybe even an experienced veteran might miss.
That's why he created Seeking Justice. It puts criminal justice students at Southwestern Michigan College and Ferris State University alongside cold case investigators, something that's never been done before.
Yeah, this is not a book report. This is real life stuff, and they understand that the information that they receive is not to be disseminated to their family members, to fellow students. The only time that they talk about it is when they're working with the investigators and working as a team.
They've been through lots of interviews, passed background checks, and swore an oath.
It's very empowering, especially to know that there's a family out there that doesn't know what happened to their loved one, and that we're playing an instrumental role in helping that come to a conclusion.
Sadly, these are just 5 out of thousands of murder cases that are still unsolved. Since 1980, 11,000 in Michigan alone. Here's why. Michigan's violent crime rate is almost 30% higher than any other state in the Midwest. And police departments are shrinking, which leads to a problem: fewer resources to investigate cases.
It's important to remember that every one of those 11,000 cases is a tragedy for the individual who died as well as the family that survives.
That's what drives students like Julie Sisk. She's been a reserve police officer in Niles for the past 8 years.
Doing computer forensics, you oftentimes see things that you don't want to see or you have to see. And it's kind of hard to keep your emotions out, but knowing that you're helping a family or you're helping somebody is kind of the driving force behind everything.
Being able to solve crimes, being able to bring justice to people's families, that's just something I want to be a part of.
Future detective Tyler Fye is already honing those skills, taking part in a student CSI team that won a state title and finished 8th in a national competition.
I get to work with a lot of detectives and a lot of prosecutors and get the opportunity to learn from the best.
Which requires a lot of hard work.
Making sure that you check every single possible lead that you could have, talk to all the people in the neighborhood, talk to anybody that might be related to the case.
A challenge Fitz remembers well.
I've worked on over 100 murder cases. I've tried 22 of them, and there's no greater satisfaction than bringing justice to a family when at the conclusion the person that killed their son or daughter is held accountable and justice has been done.
That's why he's helping them analyze every clue in front of them.
Do you guys understand how this is
Yes.
the process and so forth?
And like a detective, they'll check off every piece of evidence, knowing for the families involved, finding the killer is no game.
We're going to be hounding dogs. This is something that is not a one-year blip. We feel that we owe this to the victims of crime in Michigan, particularly the families of homicide. Those cases, as many as possible, need to be solved.
Danielle, this is a fascinating program, and when you think about this, one more piece to this, those students are not getting paid. This is like the best internship they could ever have and go through.
That's right, Jennifer. I mean, this is all in addition to work that they're already doing in their classes, and they're putting in a lot of extra hours just to work on these cases and meet together to work on these cases. So certainly a lot of schedule flopping for these students to work around what they need to do.
All these extra eyes on this too, and so if they ever needed anything to fall back on, they have their professors, they have police, they have the prosecutors right there to help them.
And it's interesting because when you talk to them, the students are so impressed by the detectives and the police officers and their mentors and the prosecutor that they're learning from. But all of those people are so impressed by these students and how much they really understand and know, even at such a young age.
The other part of this that'll be so fascinating to see is if this catches on throughout the state, throughout the country, and this program really goes big.
I mean, that's the goal.
Yeah. Danielle, thanks so much.
Thank you.